Hello everybody, welcome to the YouTube video. It's episode 3. Today is January 7th and the time is 10:47 p.m. So pretty much today, it was an okay day. We pretty much spent the whole day doing stalls again, finishing them all up, and it was okay. My biceps are kind of sore. My triceps are also kind of sore. My arms are just kind of sore. But it's not too bad. I got to stretch them so they're not super weird. Then I had like chocolate milk too, so that kind of helped. But otherwise I took like a fat nap when I got home after I showered. And yeah, I'm pretty fine right now. But I got a little too much going on up here. I was on the phone a little too long playing Monster Hunter and Fortnite, hitting the gritty as King Kong. But you know what? I'm like, I gotta cool down a little bit. One thing that really cools me down, that really gets my mind ready for the imaginative world of dreams, the dream realm. I like to draw, and today, we're just gonna do a little draw session. I got here a sketchbook, and you guys can follow along too. Because what we're going to do is I'm going to sketch for about, if I can get my clock open to my timer settings, to 15 minutes. And when we're prepared, I'm going to say go. And in my sketchbook, we're going to flip to a new page. And you guys will get to see the first doodle on said new page. So, you guys can follow along, get yourself a piece of paper or your digital sketch pad and get your pencil with you and get ready to draw for 15 minutes. I guess the prompt, what we can do is, I don't know, something that makes you happy, I guess. Draw something that makes you happy. So we're going to do that for 15 minutes. You don't have to be a super cool artist or nothing. This will just be private. Just keep it somewhere safe, alright? So we're going to start it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. We're going to start. I'm going to draw for just 15 minutes. Just whatever makes you happy. You guys aren't going to see it. No cheating. I like drawing. That's what I originally went to college for, as I described in last episode. I used to just kind of draw here and there, but then I started getting a little bit better, and then I started enjoying it a lot, and then I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe it would be pretty cool if I just started doing this for a living, because I really got interested in a lot of like anime and cartoons. I was obsessed with a bunch of cartoons when I was little. Like, one of my favorite, I guess, cartoons was the Star Wars, the Clone Wars ones. Both versions. There was the Gendy Tartakovsky short version, and then there was the actual 3D cartoon that aired on like Cartoon Network and I think sometimes Disney Channel after they acquired Lucasfilm. And like, that was my jam. Like, for realsies, like, I really enjoyed those. And so, it was partially both the art style and, like, the gritty action that would be in the shows. Because the Gendy Tartakovsky one, I mean, if you've seen, like, a lot of his work, like Primal, if you've seen... I think he did Powerpuff Girls, right? But he did Samurai Jack. That one I know he did Samurai Jack. And Samurai Jack is one of my most favorite TV shows of all time. Like the way they just do all of the like subtle character moments without dialogue, where he's just sitting there walking around. It seems like they can kind of communicate without really using their words. And that's all translated through animation, so that always amazed me. Of course, I'm a big yapper, so, it was kind of ironic. But, it's pretty cool. And those kind of shows and anime and all of them, they inspired me to get to drawing. And yeah, I wanted to do realistic drawing, but I'm not too realistic. I'm like me. I'm kind of goofy. I'm kind of cartoonish. So that's probably the kind of attitude I bring to the table, and in some ways, that's kind of what I like my art style to be. Just a little realistic, but in a kind of stylized, cartoonish type of way. Because that's how I act all the time, anyways. But I try to do realism here and there whenever I can. That way, I can do weird drawings that people are like, "Whoa, that looks so cool." The, but yeah, it took like years of practice to get like this. Like I know a lot of people. They're always like, "Oh, I started off with stick figures and stuff. I can't even draw a circle, much less a square." But it's like just put the practice in. Like it's not gonna do you any harm if you try it in practice. Like remember, like dude, this whole AI junk, bro. You don't need it. You don't need it. Because first of all, a lot of those AI generated things, they steal the work of people. They don't even ask them. They just find them on the internet and just put it in their AI without any consent. How would you like your picture being taken and pumped into an AI generator without your permission, right? That's weird. That's my face, and they're gonna jumble it up, and somebody's gonna use it to make some very weird content that's gonna make me feel uncomfortable. You know. And number two, it's like even so let's say there was a generator that was 100% consented work. You're like realistically, you're not even doing it. The computer's doing it, and it's only limited based off of what it's fed. While people can take kind of all these different things that a computer might have, but they can actually make something new out of it. And there's also the human experience of the imperfections. When a computer does it, it's a failure. Like it's just a failure because it doesn't know how to properly generate it that way. But when we do it, that's human error. Human error is pretty cool because human error you can fix yourself. The computer can't fix computer error itself. Humans can fix human error themselves, and that improvement is what all artists strive to do and enjoy in a kind of sadistic way. Like think about it, right? Think about this, right? Let's say you are very interested in football, right? Oh man, I love football, man. That's my life right there. I enjoy football. And then let's say you're doing football and you're like, man, this is so cool. I wish I was as good as who's a football player? I don't play football a lot. In terms of American football, Peyton Manning. Oh, I wish I was Peyton Manning. Or in terms of like soccer football, the British soccer football, that's gonna be what's his name? Ronaldo, see, I want to be just like him. Well, guess what? You're not gonna sit there and be like, oh, I could barely kick a ball, much less roll it with my toes. No, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna be like, I wanna be the very best, and no one ever was. And you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna catch him. But in this case, you're gonna go out there. You're gonna hustle. You're gonna try your best, and if you fail, then you fail. But you're gonna get back up there, and you're gonna keep doing it. Why? Because you want to be cool. You want to be a cool football guy. Wow, I have not drawn what I am drawing right now in a long time. This is looking very weird. But you get what I mean? You get what I mean? You're not really doing it. Let's say like in that situation, you're like, oh man, I want to play football super well, or to the best of my abilities, and then you get a robot to do all of it for you. You're not piloting the robot. You're just telling the robot, go play football, and then it's gonna go do football as it's programmed. You didn't score that touchdown. You didn't do that quarterback pass. You didn't run it all the way down to the to do a touchdown. No, the robot did it. You just told it to get in there and do it. You know? It's not like you coached the robot or nothing. You just told it play football, and you sat there waiting for it to do a touchdown. And it's not like you made it, and it's not like it's your data that is being used on the robot. It's other people's. It's a jumble of other people's data. None of it is your work whatsoever. But you're gonna take credit for this robot doing something that you could have easily trained for. So yeah, you guys already know my stance on AI generation now. So yeah, I'm anti AI in that sense. Integrating for like say like Chat GPT for like, oh hey, can you help me figure this out versus hey, can you type this essay for me because I'm a dumb idiot that can't do things by myself. Like what's more impressive, right? Like getting abs yourself, or having a little massage gun that gives you abs out of nowhere, right? Like in like 2 days. You didn't work for those abs, or which one's better? Which one's better? Oven pizza, or pizza that you bought a pizza oven for. You made the crust yourself. You made the sauce yourself, and you made the cheese yourself, or at least you got the ingredients and set it up the way you like it, and then you put it in the oven. You cook it for your specifications. You know. Then you made it. Then you made it. Otherwise, you're not making the pizza. You're just having the pizza that somebody else made, that a combination of people in a factory made, that probably was also machine made. Just slap it in the oven and say, "Hey, I made pizza." No, you didn't. You just heated it up. You just heated somebody else's work up. I think that's part of it. It's that you enjoy these things more because you put the work into it. Not that I got a robot to do it. I got an AI generation to do it for me because I'm a soy chud who's fat and can't persevere to do anything because I'm lazy, and oh no, I don't have the ability to draw. Dude, there are people out there who are literally paralyzed from the neck down. They got a pencil in their mouth and they're drawing like freaking Picasso or Leonardo da Vinci, bro. Have you seen some people? They be doing that realistic stuff. That's like hey, we draw the Chris Hemsworth Avenger, and it looks like photorealistic, right? It looks like they took the picture in black and white, colored it the way that paper would, and then printed the picture out and put it on there. Except they didn't. They drew it, and some of them with their mouth, or some of them with their toes. And bro, I've seen elephants paint. You know how cool that is? An elephant is smart and creative enough to paint. That's so cool. That's so awesome, bro. Too bad there are people out there that are like, Grok, can you AI generate this for me? And then they're gonna share it to their friends and like, oh look at me, I did this. No, you didn't work for it. You didn't draw it. Just like some people with steroids, they'll take the steroids. Like thing is with steroids, it's like I'm fine if you take steroids, just don't take credit for it as if you didn't take them in the first place. Like, that's what I really hate. Like, steroid users being like, oh yeah, look at me, look at all this cool muscles. But you can tell they took steroids, and when you ask them, hey, did you take steroids? What do you call it, Liver King? And they go, what? No, don't be ridiculous. And then they get blood tested, and they're like, okay, maybe I might have lied to everybody. My core audience, everybody who believed in me. Man, I had a talk with my mother about this. She was like, man, Kyle, I hate it when people lie. And you know what? I have a friend online. She says that she don't like no liars. Why would you lie about that? Why would you lie about your progress? Why would you take somebody else's credit? Are you so stupid? Are you so self-conscious that you would steal other people's credibility because you feel like you can't obtain it yourself? because your ego won't allow it. And then you gotta make excuses. Oh, I can't do it. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. So you know what? I bet there's some of you out there who skipped cardio, right? Sam's like, I know you skipped cardio today. I know you did. Go do that cardio. Go work out. Stop putting that art piece. Stop leaving that art piece or that video you want to edit on the side. Just do it. Just do it. Because afterward, you're gonna look back on it. You're gonna look at your YouTube channel, or you're gonna look back in your sketchbook like a couple days later, maybe even like a couple years later, and you're gonna be like, man, that was so baller. I'm so glad that I picked the pencil or the paintbrush or my computer back up and did that. Because look, I got super cool new subscribers. You should like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification, that bell icon for notifications, you know? Like, oh man, it's a good thing I did that leg day, because now my legs are so swole. My muscles are popping. My muscles are getting bigger. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got a minute left. We got a minute and 30 seconds left, everybody. I really rambled for like, what is that, 13 minutes? Get your details down, everybody. I can fit in one small drawing. But yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll post a video of me working out. That way I can prove that I'm actually getting a workout in. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys and be like, yeah, I definitely did like 50,000 pull-ups and stuff. Like that's kind of dumb. It'd be funny, but it's kind of dumb. Oh my god, I'm not gonna finish this drawing, but let's see how far I can get. Last stretch, guys. Last 30 seconds. That's 30 seconds. I can't even tell time anymore. Oh my god. Oh no, this is not going right. Oh golly. Oh no. Wow. Ah. Pencils down, guys. Pencils down. Pencils down. So, before I show my picture, why don't you guys comment down below what you guys drew? Or if you didn't draw anything, and you just kind of sat there and listened to the entire thing, maybe comment and think, what makes you happy in life? And what would be so cool to just jot down? Is it a scene of Hawaii that you've been to? Has it, like, you went to a beach there and you're like, oh man, these should be so cool to draw, the water and the splashing and the sand, the hot sand on my feet? Or maybe you're like, oh man, dude, that Avatar Frontiers of Pandora game was so fun, man. The Ikron are so cool to fly on, man. That would be so cool to draw, and his big old skull and stuff. Or I don't know, you just draw Ronaldo. You could do that too. Ugh. I was gonna do something funny originally, but instead I drew a bear. And then I'll try to draw Sonic the Hedgehog, but I ran out of time. But the bear, I used to draw bears a little better, but that's still as good of a bear as any. I'd say that is bearable. Anyways, yeah, I think that's it. Let's recap what we did, right? Let's recap what we did today as a fun little exercise, as a group bonding thing. Also, this is a painting I got from an old teacher. That's another story for another time. We drew something that makes us happy, or at least drew a mental image of what makes us happy. And you know what? We're probably smiling right now. You cute little smile. Look at you in the mirror with a cute little smile. Or the reflection in your phone because you're watching me instead of doing something else. But I also just rambled on about why I hate AI generation and why it is really bad for people who say they do hard work, but really they're not doing hard work because they're not really putting the hard work in, and they're really lying to not only themselves but everybody else about it. Which is something I don't want to do. I don't want to just be on this video and do this for however many episodes and just be like Liver King and be like, hey guys, we're doing the real authentic stuff, while it's all just an actual scam and he was using steroids the entire time. I mean, he was crazy. he actually ate all that crazy stuff, but yeah, he was actually tweaking on steroids. So, you know, that's kind of sad. And then there's The Rock, who also, you know, you can kind of tell he was, and then he stopped taking it and he lost like 50 pounds or something, and now he's all like small and deflated, and it's like it's like whiplash. It's like whoosh, and you're like, whoa, he's so tiny now. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know what you guys think about AI stuff. Let me know what you guys think about drawing stuff. Let me know what you guys think about hard work and all of that. We can probably expand on some of those topics in later episodes, but for right now, let's just take this big old W and put it on the fridge with a cute little letter magnet. Alrighty, bye guys. I'm tired now. I need to go to sleep. I got work in the morning, and I'm gonna be sleeping only 7 hours. Bye bye.